All right, we're back with Dad and his apprentice here. And what's going on today?
Okay, I put the distributor in, and
New distributor
that's it.
there.
You can look through that door and you can see it's timed. I'm just gonna start it up and then rev it up and see if I gotta adjust a little more. And if we have to adjust a little more, then I'll lock it.
Pretty good. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's running pretty smooth. I gotta rev it up, I gotta warm up a little bit. I gotta rev it up, make sure there's no misses. Should be good. What do you think?
Well, it goes back to the old saying, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
So far, it looks okay. But I see the gas tank's still sitting over there. You haven't really done anything other than put that in there, which looked pretty simple.
Okay.
Take the older one off, pop it in. But if there's anything else I can do to help you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna clue you in a little bit. You put the battery and the gas tank in there, then you got no room to work.
Okay.
So you have to put that in first of all. And then once you got everything done, then you put the rest in.
Well, it's been a while since...
See that gasket?
Okay, yeah.
That goes under.
It's been a while since I've been able to turn the key and have it start without sitting inside and pumping the gas. So whatever you did looks 100%.
Okay.
Sounds 100%.
So I'm going to lock that then, and you take the wing nut off.
Yeah.
Lift the
breather,
and put that gasket underneath. Make sure it's sitting down there properly.
You're working from this side?
Yep.
Did you ever think at this age you'd be apprenticing for Bombardier Mechanical?
No, and I'm not really apprenticing. I'm just helping here a little bit, and I'm wondering when Gary decides he doesn't want to do this anymore, what I'm going to do. First thing that comes to mind is sell.
You're not going to.
Well, your stock is high.
You're not going to take over?
No, I don't think I will. If I can, that's why I think, like you say, maintenance is so important. And I'm sure I'm not going to have to do anything. You want to check that gasket laying there?
Yeah, that's good.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you have to set that on. First of all, now put this on then that part.
I'm saying that Gary's always preaching about maintenance. You don't want to be fixing anything out on the lake, on some trail somewhere. And that's why it's important every year to do all the maintenance. And that's not just on the motor, it's on your wheels and everything. And up to this point, touch wood, I haven't had any problems on the lake other than maybe running out of gas one time, and lesson learned from that. But other than that, maintenance is the key. So I'm sure I'm going to get many more years of service out of this before I have to have anything major done.
Well, it's a beautiful machine. And it shows that you can take care of it.
Just a minute. You hold it there. You see? I'll get one started.
Just a second. Okay, we're good.
That's it. Might have to lift it a little bit. Just watch what you're stepping on too. Just wait a minute. Don't get too excited. A little hard time hitting the hole. I think what I'm going to do when I retire, I'll just keep the heat and the lights on here, tools cleaned, and I can just rent out a stall. Hold it before you wreck the upholstery. One more in there.
Is there a reason you took the easy one and gave me the hard ones?
I try to get you as comfortable as I can. Just remember, slow and steady is what works.
There's the liner upper.
That's it. There you are. Done. Now the other side is easy.
The other one's on the roof. All right, clean yourself at home too.
No, you can't. It won't happen. Take it, give it a wipe here. I'm fooling around. That's why I told Wayne, so why do today what you can put off on tomorrow, and 4 years later you're still laying on the Chesterfield.
I'm just going to take it up, pull it back here, and make sure there's nothing behind it.
You gotta make sure the wires are behind there, because if they pinch you here, then
I'm just going to pull it up, make sure there's nothing behind there.
animal or something.
No, everything's good.
One or two clamps.
Two.
You got them on?
No, I just got pushed in there. She's through now?
Yeah. Let me look. Yeah.
So it's, we put the cap back on here?
Yeah. No.
Just so they're not.
Well, I'm just telling the truth.
So I get a certificate, do I?
Well, anyway, when you're apprenticing here, that's why I'm telling you, go slow and slow and think all the time. Because nobody fails on this program. It's like UCM. You just stick in there until
Show up.
you get your
Show up and listen.
credits, and make sure you're not late for lunch. Put the cap on, because this has got brushes in it, and if there's any chance of fumes coming up, you'll get a fire going.
That's why we're not standing that close to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good to put the hose on the gas now.
Just hop to it and run your own.
Alright. So it's one of the issues of being not the main character in this show.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing the work. I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
He's gone somewhere. It's not even coffee time.
Yeah.
He's talking about me taking coffee breaks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm completed with the gas lines hooked up.
Okay.
Both clamps are on. Next would be the battery.
Just a minute. Now you take the hose like this and make sure you can't turn it.
I'm sure glad you couldn't turn it.
You're good. Okay. Battery.
You know, the bracket goes on there to keep the battery from moving around. You have to probably do the same here.
Tighten it as tight as you can. Want a pair of gloves?
No, that's good. Thank you for thinking of me, though.
Hey?
Thanks for thinking of me, though.
Okay, yeah. Because I know you're pretty thin-skinned at the age you're at.
Well, those blood thinners, eh?
Good thing these two guys are really
Hi.
good friends.
I was injured yesterday on this job, and I had no compensation, no sympathy, nothing.
Yeah,
He gave me a pair of gloves to cover up the blood.
you got a free Band-Aid first.
Oh, yes. I got a Band-Aid, and that's probably going to be on the bill. Okay?
Are you satisfied?
Yes.
If you're satisfied, I'm satisfied.
Now we have to tighten up the half inch now.
What size do you want?
I'd say half inch.
Okay, that's a good guess.
Wasn't a guess.
Good.
Yeah, that's tight.
You're like a bear cub with his prick. First of all, you put the wrench on here where you got room to turn. Not here where you can't get on it.
Any bear cub would be proud
Okay.
to be hung like me.
Okay.
Nice and tight. Of course, I'm going to close the door before he comes around to inspect my work. Power's off, all good. Getting closer to the end. Just retorquing the plugs to make sure they're tight.
Now, I'm going to get you a rag and you pull the dipstick on the transmission.
Okay.
Just a minute.
You got a mark on there, or did you say you marked some of them?
No, I didn't. I do on most of them, eh? Put this back in. Pull it out again. It's low. When it's stopped, the oil should be up about here. So I'm gonna clean it up and mark it with paint pen.
Okay.
And while that's drying, I'm gonna give you some ATF fluid.
Okay.
And I had center punch that. See that little
Okay,
center? But I'm gonna paint the mark there.
Okay.
That's where it's
That's
supposed to
for
be.
cold. That's for...
Before you even start it, you
Okay.
pull the dipstick and look.
To start it like that is fucking nice.
How smooth it is now.
Yeah.
All right, test run on the Hopper Bombardier. We're gonna tour around That's it? Okay. So the next step here is Mr. Hopper is gonna load her up. We're gonna let it warm up for a bit here in the yard. And we're gonna go have a coffee.
Okay, then I'll give you a couple of wires. You put them up in the back or in the box. So you got them.
No, I'll need if I can get a couple for the chain tighteners.
But you're satisfied, eh?
100%. I like the 7-year warranty especially.
Hey, 7, 12, for sure.
Well, he's got her all loaded up here. He's just gonna chain her down now and take it back to the lake. So, all good.